Track 19. End of year test. Listening. Exercise 2.
Today on our show, we have Professor Cornelius Winterton, an expert on improving your learning potential. He's written 2 books on the topic and works at Oxford University. Good morning, Professor.
Good morning.
I'm sure our listeners are keen to find out more, so what can we do to learn more?
Well, firstly, I know this programme will be available to download later on, so I suggest that everyone does that and listens to it several times. Once is not enough. Repeat, repeat, repeat. That's the first lesson. Different people learn in different ways, but repetition helps everyone. In fact, all the advice in my books can be beneficial for different kinds of learners. For example, when you take notes about what you want to learn, do it using a pen and paper, not on a computer.
Is that really true, or are you just old-fashioned?
No, it is true, but the reason might surprise you. You've heard of acupuncture, I'm sure? Well, there's something similar called acupressure, which involves massaging rather than needles. When you write, the pen massages certain places on your hand, which send messages to your brain and helps you to think. You can also hold the pen in the same way when you reread your notes, so it will help you again.
Oh, wow.
It isn't just acupressure points, though. You have to look after your whole body. If you sit in one position for a long time, you feel tired and uncomfortable. This prevents you from concentrating. So stand up every now and then and move about. You also need to take care of the inside of your body. Have a good breakfast. Hunger is a distraction, and you won't concentrate on what you are reading if all your brain is thinking of is food. Some people can't stop thinking about food even if they are not hungry. That's why it's best not to have any cakes or biscuits in the house. You won't be able to concentrate until they've all gone.
I guess another distraction is noise, like music playing.
Well, some noise distracts us. However, music can be very good for learning. You know how a song can bring back memories of people or places? Well, in the same way, it can remind us of what we have learned.
Oh, that's fascinating. Well, we've got a little bit of time before the news, so can you give us one last piece of advice, Professor?
Well, I could talk about making mind maps, but I'd have to explain what they are. I could tell you how important it is to set realistic goals so that you are more likely to be able to reach them each day and therefore keep yourself motivated. I could tell you to switch off the internet, but that's quite obvious, I think. However, the advice I'd like to share with you is to stop working every few hours and go for a walk or a run. There's nothing better for reducing stress. And you'll be amazed by how much you remember about what you've just learned while you were outside.
Oh, well, thank you, Professor. I think you actually managed to give us all your advice in one go there. It was great listening to you, and the first thing I'm going to do when I get home is to eat that last bit of chocolate cake before I start work this evening. I'm sure it'll be a great help.